Hello, good evening. All right, we will move on to the next part, whereby we are actually going to look at different types of equations given in a question. All right, now we have seen basic equations in the form of y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so that is one type. Now, we made a simple chart here. Now, equations can be written in three forms. Okay, and all these equations can actually represent straight lines on a Cartesian plane. Okay, so there are a few types, three types. The first is what we have seen earlier on, y equals to mx plus c. Now, if an equation is written in this type, this way, in this manner, okay, this is known as the gradient form. Okay, as we have known before, your m is your gradient and your c is your y-intercept. Okay, so this form is one very common form you'll actually see in most of the questions. Y equals to mx plus c. All right, next we go to something called the general form. Okay, general form is in this ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So in this general form, your right hand side will hold 0. All your other terms are written on the left. Okay, all right, and you've got a third type where you have x over a plus y over b equals to 1. Okay, this is known as the intercept form, whereby a is your x-intercept and b becomes your y-intercept. Okay, so now all these forms can actually represent straight lines on a Cartesian plane. So we can actually interchange one form to the other. So I'll just show you in one small simple example. Okay, let's say you're given 3x minus 4y equals to 24. Okay, so now if you notice, this one does not fit any forms here. Okay, so now let's say I want to convert this to the gradient form. So gradient form should only have y on your left. You've got mx and your c. So what I'll actually do is just copy this back. Okay, so now 3x becomes, I bring this over, plus 4y. Okay, so meaning my 4y will actually be 3x minus 24. You can actually do it all in one step. Okay, so now y becomes, you divide the entire equation by 4. So this is x, 3 over 4x minus 24 over 4 becomes 6. So that means now my gradient is 3 over 4 and my y-intercept is negative 6. Okay, right. Okay, so next is we move on to the general form. Okay, so general form means everything is moved to the left and your right hand side is only 0. So this is quite simple. So all you do is, okay, this is the original question. So it's 3x minus 4y minus 24 equals to 0. So this becomes your general form. Okay, that means now my a is 3 because a is normally next to your x. My b is negative 4 and my c is negative 24. Okay, so this is your general form. Okay, the last is your intercept form. Intercept form is x over a plus y over b equals to 1. All right, okay, so how do we make that conversion? Okay, so that means now 4y is 24. Okay, so now if we check, the value of x has to be 1 here. Sorry, the value of your constant has to be 1. So meaning this one must be a 1. So how do I get a 1? I'm going to divide this by 24. So because it's an equation, every term is divided by 24. So this is 1, this is 8. So I get x over 8 minus y over 6 equals to 1. Okay, all right. So how do I decide which number do you divide the entire equation with? Is like you check here, this term must be 1. So we pick whatever value, which is here 24 means, be divided by 24. Okay, so that means this is already my intercept form. So therefore, okay, my x-intercept equals to 8. My y-intercept is negative 6 from the equation given. Okay, so these are 3 types of equation that we can actually write. You can actually transform one form of equation into the other depending on what the question wants. Okay, thank you.